I was going to do a review tonight of Mike Jack sauces. He was in the Hulu show Super Hots, Spicy World of Pepper People. And then I decided not to. And as a matter of fact, I don't even want this background right now. So. Come on over here, why don't you? See if I can figure this out. Stare at my litter box for a second, and then you can look up my nose for the other part of it. Hello. I am Katie Bannister. I have been doing a hot sauce channel for about 3 years now. And I have never said my full name. Never even considered saying my full name until Super Hots came out. And they called me Katie B. Saucy, but they put Katie Bannister on that screen. My cats are in here, I need them to go away. When I started doing this, I shut down my Facebook page. I shut down my Instagram page. I took my name off of everything that I possibly could. And I just condensed it all down to Katie B. Saucy. So when I was absolutely down in the complete pit of despair, I would say there were two things that were there. The first was ICU Talks, and the second was For the Love of Hot Sauce. And how I ended up in that group to start with, I really don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I've always been a hot sauce fan. I guess that's how that happened there. And I think because of the love of hot sauce, or other hot sauce groups. I mean, I just liked hot sauce. I always did. I just, like anybody, would find a group and you become a part of it. And I remember the first reviewer I ever saw was Chili Mama Bird out of Australia. And from watching her and being inspired by her, it led me over to Johnny Scoville, and from Scoville to Roger Trier, Bella and Dark. And I just thought it was really cool. It looked like something that I'd really enjoy, that I could really get into. It looked a lot of fun. And at the time, I had lost, and I want to say it was just losing my dad, but it wasn't. It was the lowest point of my entire life that I did not think I was going to make it through. And by the grace of God, there was one door to float on in the entire sea of sadness that I swam in every single day. And that was ICU Talks. And I have posted about ICU Talks tons of times on my pages, and for whatever reason, it doesn't get the attention that I want it to. I really hope it does after this video. I was hoping to make this video before Hulu released Super Hots, The Spicy World of Pepper People. I was supposed to, if things had gone according to plan, I would have been making this video about 2 weeks ago. And I thought, in my plans, that would be perfect, that I would be able to make this video and then Super Hots would release, and there would just be perfect timing. And God knows better than I do, or you do. And I get to make this video now. After Super Hots has been released, after all of the weirdness that has kicked up, I get to make the video now. And it's not going to be about peppers, and it's not going to be about hot sauce, and it's not going to be about you. It's going to be about me and Claudia. And yeah, I guess maybe you. I guess that's for you to decide. But as I've said many times, I started this channel at the lowest point in my entire life. And a lot of what pulled me through, believe it or not, were pictures that Ed Curry of Pucker Butt Pepper Company would post on Facebook of his family around the table, how thankful he was to God for his family and his recovery. And watching him, even if it's just on social media, I don't know if it's true or not, because I don't know the people in real life, I just know them on social media, but I know that those pictures made me believe that it made me want it. I wanted that closeness with people. I wanted to find that. And then so you know how the algorithm like leads you to the next thing that's like what you're currently watching. So then of course I like stumbled upon Canoe Gators page. It's like the community photographer, and then I would see all of the awesome pictures that Canoe Gator would post where he's out with his friends and he's going to these hot sauce expos, and everybody, all of these celebrities, these people I'd gotten to know through groups and through channels and all kinds of stuff. They're all at these hot sauce expos, and man, I wanted it even more because I would sit alone in my house, completely miserable, contemplating, if you know, you know, a lot. But that hope, that idea that there was a world out there that, like, as the world as I had known it had come to an end, but maybe there's another world out there. Like, maybe there's a second chance somehow. When I started, this was the monologues. And it was me alone with my kids, trying to come up with ways to do something for myself, to exist, to feel like I mattered, to feel like I existed in some capacity other than to be of service at all times. And turns out even when I try and build a whole world all of my own, I'll still be of service. I think that's okay. And I think that that's important. Anyway. So there were two things that I was very inspired to find at the lowest point in my entire life. And for whatever reason, that was hot sauce and peppers and ICU talks. I want you to go to this link. If you or anyone you know has ever suffered or struggled with mental illness of any kind, that doesn't just mean addiction, that means mental, emotional, any type of illness, I want you to visit this link. And I want you to watch these videos. I want you to weigh in on these videos. I want you to give all of the support you have ever given to me to ICU Talks. ICU Talks gave you Katie B. Saucy and the Currys of Pucker Butt Pepper Company are the reason that ICU Talks exists. ICU Talks gave me a place to go when it felt like I had nowhere to go. And ICU Talks was a beautiful place where people told their authentic stories. I did not realize how hard it was going to be to turn this camera on and be anything other than entertaining. But ICU Talks is stories worth telling, where I would go one night out of the month, and watch these people stand up on stage and tell their stories of overcoming some of the worst things in the entire world through the power of God, through the power of mental health and wellness and healing, through the power of therapy, psychotherapy, and yes, even dare I say it, medications if necessary, because that is okay. It is completely okay. There's actually something that I just looked up from NAMI. If you're not familiar with NAMI, it's the National Association of Mental Illness. There are 10 steps to personal recovery. One is self-direction, individualized and person-centered, empowerment, holistic, non-linear, strengths-based, peer support, respect, responsibility, hope. All 10 of those things are what I put into KTB Saucy. All of that is what I put into the Cap Cave. All of that is what I put into this channel. to help me. There was no group that I felt like I belonged in. There was no friend. There was no person. Maybe there were tons of people at the time that tried to reach out to me, and they couldn't touch me. I couldn't feel their touch. They couldn't get me. But for whatever reason, by the grace of God, I'm going to go ahead and assume the hot sauce world, the pepper world, you could reach me. You could reach me, and you gave me something that I wanted to do every day and something that I felt like I belonged in every day. And it became this mission of mine to, I'm going to add one more to the 10 steps of NAMI. The 11th, because I can't follow any rules. I gotta spice it up my own way every once in a while. I'm going to add an 11th. Give it away. We can't keep what we have if we don't give it away. I can't keep what I have if I don't give it away. I feel better giving. And doing this channel, even right down to the store, and trust me, we were working 7 days a week at one point, even right down to the store. Everything that I have done with this has been in the attempt to help other people grow, to encourage other people, to inspire other people to do better, to encourage people to grow from whatever point you're in currently. Continue to challenge yourself. Try to find healthy and holistic ways of getting through whatever it is that you're battling with. But it's also been very important to me to be transparent about my battles and about my struggles, because I completely believe that a lot of our sicknesses come from thinking that everybody else has it better than us. We're comparing ourselves to everybody else's highlight reel, and that makes us feel like we're defective. Before KCB Saucy, I worked in the mental health care field. Not a professional, nothing like that. It's just always been something that I've been very passionate about, very interested in, and loved very much. And there's one thing that I've learned, and it's that everybody's battling something. That's what makes us human. Every one of us is struggling with something, and every one of us has this Goliath that we're all fighting with a little tiny rock. We just don't talk about it enough. And what I loved so much about getting involved in the hot sauce pepper world is, one, it can be a very supportive group of people that are all very open about not being normal and having mental issues or whatever, addiction issues, mental issues. I loved that authenticity, that realness, that rawness. Watching people working jobs that they absolutely hated, with dreams of being able to quit those jobs one day and have their hot sauce store or make their hot sauces. I wanted to be a part of that, bro. I wanted to be a part of that journey so much, because the only thing that I got going for me is a mouth. I got a personality. I know that. And for whatever reason, I know what the reason is. Because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm really good at eating peppers and taking heat. But I don't care about beating anybody, because it doesn't matter to me. It actually goes against everything that I feel inside. Because you know what would happen if I beat somebody? I'd feel bad about it. I don't want to do that shit. I used to have a mission of wanting to understand people, what I used to want to do. And then I realized I wanted to help people. And I realized I want to be as positive of an influence on other people's lives as people like Kim Honeycutt of ICU Talks has been on mine. How old am I now? 37, so almost 38 years ago. There was one person that was able to save my cousin Kim from alcoholism and mental illness. No matter how many people had tried in her lifetime, none worked. Nobody could save her. But this one person, there was one person that was able to walk into whatever facility or hospital it was that Kim was in at that time. And this person was able to help get her sober. And I learned years later that person was Linda Curry. Anyway, I say all of that to say that as there's all of this ridiculous drama going on in the hot sauce pepper world now that this TV show's been released or Pepper X been dropped or whatever in the crap it is, I need to let you all know I do not care today any more than I did 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't, because the reason that I am here is not to show you up, and it is not to beat you, and it is not to outdo you or be better than you. That is nothing that I ever freaking wanted. All I wanted was a place that I could be happy, see other people happy. In this space, I was able to do what I never thought I could. I never thought I'd be able to travel. I never thought that I would have friends, much less a freaking following. I never thought that I would have people just tell me good morning. Just randomly to say good morning. I never thought that I would have, certainly never thought I'd have people being like, oh my God, can I get a picture with you? I never thought any of that would happen. But it happened because I took the time. Oh my God, this is so hard. Like, eating peppers is nothing compared to how hard this is right now. I took the very important step of ending the stigma against mental illness, of ending the stigma against admitting that I am not perfect and I struggle and I have issues. I'm willing to put that out there every day, all day, if that will help somebody out there as much as the hot sauce pepper world has helped me. I have also found my identity here, which I didn't expect to have happen. Because again, when I started this, I ended Katie Bannister and became Katie B. Saucy. And someone asked me over this past weekend, is Katie B. Saucy your identity? Someone asked me over the weekend, is Katie B. Saucy your identity? And I said, yeah, pretty much. But it's not. Really, it isn't. Katie Bannister does this. Katie Bannister turns this doggone thing on every day and reviews the tons and metric tons. I'm talking tons, and that's not even close to all of them. The sauces and peppers and snacks and things y'all send me and hound me to do and review and post and talk about. And I do. I'm doing my doggone best. Or buy your products or whatever. I mean, I've really done everything I could to try to help and be legit and do all the things. And it's not Katie B. Saucy that did that. It's Katie Bannister. But I would have never been able to proudly say my name again if I hadn't found myself the way that I have through this channel, through this community, through eating the peppers, through putting myself through hell and then pulling back out of it. That one right there, that's probably one of the most important psychological things, important psychological tricks that I've learned since doing this. You know, eating hot sauce, eating peppers, that will increase your endorphins, that will make you happy, but then having like the socialization and the community of people, that will increase all of your happy hormones. Having a sense of purpose increases happy hormones. It was never a mission to be better than anyone. It was a mission to be better than who I was yesterday, because who I was yesterday really didn't think she'd make it to today. And knowing that made me want to take the influence that Kim Honeycutt of ICU Talks put on me and put it out there to you. And me getting bold and getting relatable and personable and putting myself out there the way that I did, incredible things started to happen. I made friends, I found family, I traveled places I never thought I'd ever see. I won awards. I made friends with people that I never thought I'd actually meet. I've been in the same room, I've met with celebrities. I was freaking nuts. I've done all kinds of crazy things. I've been on Hulu. And all of that pales in comparison to what I'm about to show you tonight. This package, of all the packages sent to me, is the most meaningful package. Card. My hand's shaking. ICU Talks. Stories worth telling. So, ICU Talks. Dearest Katie, I'm so proud of you. You are doing so much to advocate for mental wellness. You are the... That's a doctor's handwriting right there. All right, let me get it back together. What is it? The... Perfect! You are the perfect recipient of the Claudia's Award. Love you, Kim. Now for the unboxing. Claudia, the Claudia Award is for a dear friend of ICU Talks who lost her battle with mental illness. And to repurpose pain, which I absolutely love, the idea of pain repurposed. It's a lot of the concept behind Katie Be Saucy. In an attempt to repurpose pain, ICU Talks took Claudia's memory and made her own. It's a Claudia Award that I have been presented with. It is the most incredible, meaningful thing that anyone could ever give me, and I can't believe that it's happening. ICU Talk Stories Worth Telling 2024 Claudia Clayton Champion Award presented to Katie Bannister for her relentless dedication to ending the mental health stigma in memory of Claudia Clayton and in honor of her family. I met Claudia once or twice. I remember when Claudia passed away and lost her struggle to mental illness. I remember watching all of the beautiful things that have transpired in her honor and in her memory. And it is very, very important that today I make this video introducing myself as Katie Bannister. And I might have to start introducing myself as Katie Bannister more, because this is what Katie Bannister built. Katie Be Saucy isn't, and it's not, it's me. It was me having fun, making friends, working hard, burning up, doing stupid stuff, doing whatever I felt like doing in this one space. This space where I felt free to be myself, where I felt free to find myself, where I felt free to challenge myself, where I felt like I could make friends and really make differences and do incredible things. And I have done that in the 3 years that I have been Katie Be Saucy, or in the 3 years of working on Katie Be Saucy. I don't have a hard time saying Katie Bannister anymore, and I don't have a hard time with you saying Katie Bannister. Because most people will see me and say, hey, KTV, and it's Katie. Katie B if you want. It's Katie. But I'm not going to stop doing my channel, and I'm not going to stop doing my thing. And I'm going to make more videos about Claudia and about this award and how much ICU Talks means to me. Because I have started to learn the longer that I am in this community, and certainly now that this Hulu TV show has come out, there are so many people out there that are only concerned with being the best. They are only concerned with tearing one another down so they can look bigger. And I don't want to do that. I don't care about that. I care about Claudia. I care about the person that's out there right now, feeling as lost and lonely and sad and broken as I did. I care about the person that doesn't even know the first step to take to getting better, feeling better, recovering in any way. I do this for them. I do this to see them smile. I do this to make them laugh. I do this to be their friend. I do this to be there when they are having a hard night and they know how to reach me. Katie Be Saucy and my pepper project and my hot sauce homie store and all that stuff, every bit of it is in memory of Claudia, in honor of mental health and wellness, ending the stigma and finding the true self and identity, which I did with y'all. And I'm not gonna stop. And I love seeing new pepper people come into the whole thing because I hope they find it too. So, I see you, Talks. Kim. Thank you so much. This really means the world. And this is just the beginning, because we're going more in this direction. I don't care about the followers. I could have 450,000 people following me to watch me burn, but it would mean so much more. I would be perfectly content to have 25 people that follow me and find purpose and meaning within my content. But don't worry, your peppers is still a part of it. Your hot sauce is still a part of it, but we will be going back to this for 2024. So while y'all are all duking it out about who created what, who's got the hottest this, or whatever over yonder with that, this is the direction that Katie Bannister is going. Because that's pretty saucy. God, I'm lame, but I love it at the same time. Thank y'all.